Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a super motivating one. We are not only tackling tons of messes in my house, but we are also tackling my highly requested mom car. So we are going to be cleaning my disgusting, messy car. It was much needed, and tons of deep cleaning in the house as well. So I hope you guys are ready for this one. I'm really excited to share it with y'all. If you are new here, I am a stay-at-home mom to 4. I have 2 girls and 2 boys, and on my channel, I love sharing your everyday messes. I do tons of decluttering, organizing, everyday cleaning, you name it, you will find it on my channel. So if you enjoy motivating cleaning content with a relatable mama, then I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around. I do upload 1 to 2 videos every single week, and I would love to have you here. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into all of this cleaning motivation. So put me on your tablet, get up and start cleaning, or grab your favorite drink of choice and sit back and relax and get some motivation to tackle your messes later today. I was so excited to turn my fireplace on this day. We had gotten a really big cold front, so the weather was finally cold and I could turn my fireplace on, which the kids at first, they were like, "Mom, what is that smell?" Because the heater had kicked on for the first time this season and the fireplace, so you know that smell when it first comes on. My kids are like, "What's burning?" But it's so nice. I love setting the tone for the day, especially when I know I'm going to be doing tons of cleaning. I love to light a candle or put a good scent in my diffuser, put some music on or an audiobook, and it really gets me in the zone to get some cleaning done. Or put on a YouTube video. I also enjoy putting some cleaning content on. It really does motivate you. So I'm really excited that you guys decided to spend your time with me today. I know there are so many amazing content creators out there, so I'm so grateful that you chose to spend your time with me today, and it does not go unnoticed. I hope you guys know I am so grateful for each and every one of y'all. But as you can see, we're starting off in my dining room area. This is my dining room nook. It just really needed some attention. The table was really gross, so we're gonna go ahead, get it cleaned up, get the floor tidied up. Today on my to-do list, it was mopping. I really needed to get some mopping done, so I wanted to get everything cleaned up in all of the areas before, of course, mopping. So I'm shaking out the rug, picking up the clutter off of the floors, and vacuuming before I pull out the mop. As you guys saw in the preview clip, my kitchen was also a complete disaster, so we're going to be tackling that as well before we start mopping. I also needed to shampoo the rug in the living room again, so we're going to be tackling that. There is one spot on my rug, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if the kids got some sort of hard candy on it, but I have now shampooed my rug 2 different times, and that spot is still really rough. I don't see anything. I just feel it when I walk on it, and it's driving me insane. So if you guys have any tips how to get, I don't even know, crusties out of the carpet, I don't even know what it is, but if you have any ideas, let me know because it's seriously driving me crazy. Since I was doing some deeper cleaning today, I also decided to pull the chairs away from this little wall and wipe it down because this is oftentimes where the kids sit and eat, and there's so many food crumbs and splatters all over this wall all of the time. So I do try to make a point to wipe down this wall as often as I can. So I'm just going in with my homemade mixture of water and rubbing alcohol. I have mentioned before that I started making this combo and I really enjoy it. I don't mind the scent. I actually like the scent of rubbing alcohol. I don't make it too strong because I know the fumes aren't that great to breathe in either. So I do like my homemade mixture. I'm adding in some essential oil drops into it as well. And I've been trying it out on stainless steel, on glass, and it is working so good. So if you guys are looking for a DIY affordable cleaner, definitely give water and rubbing alcohol a try. I am very pleased with how it cleans. Also, in case you guys are wondering why my son looks like a gecko, that is because I'm recording this a day after Halloween. So he was putting on his little costume and then taking it off. He loves that costume. He wore it probably for a good 3 or 4 days after Halloween. He would not take it off, but it ended up ripping pretty bad. So we had to put it away, but we definitely got our money's worth out of that costume. I'm also wiping down this back door. I cleaned the glass on it. This door often gets pretty dirty between all the little fingerprints, and then also I do have 2 dogs. So if you're new here, I have a Cavapoo, that's Stella. She's right there on the side of me. And then I also have a pug named Yoda, and they're always in and out and rubbing their little noses on the bottom of the door. So I often have to clean up little nose marks as well. Adrian, my second oldest daughter, turned 11 November 1st, so I was actually filming on her birthday this day. I went and picked her up some cupcakes and a cookie cake, and we were going to be doing just a little celebration this night, and then we're going to have her party over the weekend. So the next video you guys see, I'm pretty sure is going to be me cleaning up after her little party. So be on the lookout for that video. It should be coming up next, if not the next one after that. But we had a fun little home party. We were planning on going to Synergy, which is like they have a cinema, an arcade and stuff. We were planning on doing that as well, but Adrian got sick the day after her birthday, and then she gave it to me. So then I was sick over the weekend. Not too bad, just like a really sore throat and kind of body aches, just felt run down. So we didn't want to go to Synergy and spread our cooties. And then on top of it, such bad luck. My husband went to just do a regular, morning stretch his arms out, and he ended up pulling his neck muscle. He was in so much pain. I felt so bad for him. We ended up taking him to urgent care 2 days after he pulled it because he was not getting any relief. And come to find out, they think it was a pinched nerve. So they got him some medicine, and thankfully he's feeling a bit better, but we didn't end up going to Synergy because the sickness and the pulled muscles and everything. So we are now going to do the Synergy part of her birthday this next weekend coming up. So we're going to have a very eventful weekend. We have our community garage sale coming up this weekend. We're going to have Adrian's birthday celebration, and on top of all of that, I mentioned that my son Austin, he was doing flag football, and then they ended up cramming all his games into a couple weeks. Well, the coach just informed us, actually yesterday, as of when I'm recording this voiceover, that they got into the playoff games. So they started back up with practice on Tuesday and Thursday. And this Saturday, we also are going to have a football game. So I'm not sure if it's just for this week or if like the playoffs last longer than this. I'm not sure, but I was a bit surprised to be told we're going back to football. So Austin was excited, and that's the most important part. But, it's just crazy mom schedule. You never know what's going to pop up. It stinks because I was planning on doing the garage sale. So I think my husband is going to take Austin to his football game, and then I'll stay back home and do the garage sale just because I have so many things in my garage. And I was really excited to do the garage sale. So I feel bad I'm going to miss Austin's game, but I'm like, man, I already signed up for it. And so I feel bad, but Austin definitely understands, and I will be there in spirit. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on what is it in cleaning videos that really get you up and motivated. You guys know I make these videos for y'all, and I just love picking y'all's brains and seeing like, what is it that you really enjoy? Do you enjoy the deeper cleaning, the stuff that you don't typically do that you need more motivation to do, like shampooing or cleaning those areas that are often forgotten, like underneath your refrigerator, behind the washer and dryer, stuff like that? Or do you prefer seeing just your regular old everyday messes, doing the laundry, the dishes, the mopping? I'd love to know what it is that you like to see, or do you even have a preference? Do you just enjoy seeing any sort of cleaning? It doesn't matter. I'd love to know because obviously I want to make my videos better for you guys and make them more of what you want to see. So I'd really appreciate you guys to leave me a comment and let me know what is your favorite thing to see in a cleaning video. Just in case you guys haven't heard the little hack for cleaning your microwave, which I do use if I have really big messes inside of there, and it's just taking a measuring cup or any sort of cup that is microwave safe. You fill it up with a cup of water and you microwave it for 5 minutes, and that steam will help break up any sort of grime on the inside of your microwave. You can also put half a lemon in there, some essential oil if you want to get, fancy. So once you microwave it, you take it out and you can easily wipe it down clean. That is if you have, like major stuck on grime in there. Today, I really didn't have anything crazy, so I just wiped it down with my homemade mixture and it was ready to go. I also had a tough spot on my stovetop, if you guys saw, so I went ahead and put some of my pink stuff on there and I let it set and harden. And once it was nice and hard, it was so easy to wipe it off. It took that stuck on grime right off. I really do love the pink stuff. If you guys haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it. It's great for on top of your stovetop or any sort of mess that is really hard to get off. It works great on. You just rub it on there, let it harden, and then wipe it off. It's amazing. My kids do the dishes as part of their chores, but today I knew I wanted to clean out my dishwasher filter. That was on my list of things I wanted to do whenever I filmed my kitchen deep clean. If you guys missed that, I will link it up in the cards for y'all. That was a really good one, but I didn't get around to cleaning out the dishwasher filter. So today I wanted to tackle that. And if you guys have never done this, I know it can seem like a little intimidating at first and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to mess anything up, but it's honestly so simple. You just look for your filter in there. Sometimes you have to pull off the center spinny thing, which you can just lift it up and it'll come right off. But oftentimes you can just go right in there, find the filter, turn it counterclockwise, it'll come out. You clean it with some warm soapy water, and then you can simply put it right back in, turn it clockwise, and you're ready to go. I did have a lot of stuff at the bottom of the dishwasher, so I'm just cleaning it up before I put the filter back in there. I don't think you guys can really tell by this angle, but my dishwasher is a little tilted down. At least the door seems to be a little tilted down, and that's because Austin, my 8-year-old, was putting away the dishes and he had slipped on some water on the floor, and he ended up falling right on top of the dishwasher door. And I mean, he wiped out. And ever since then, I'm like, that door seems a little crooked. I mean, everything is working fine, so I'm assuming it's okay. But I was like, oh my goodness. Thank goodness he was okay. Thank goodness the dishwasher wasn't broken. But after I made sure he was okay, we were all cracking up laughing because it was a pretty funny sight to see. Today I'm just going in with my Dawn Power Wash to clean the sink out. I did make a homemade DIY one, which I do keep upstairs in the kids' bathroom for cleaning. This one is actually the apple scent Dawn Power Wash, and if you guys have not tried it, oh my goodness, it smells so good. I'm obsessed with this scent. So I love spraying it in the sink and wiping it down. You guys know this. The cleaning of the sink is like the cherry on top for me. I love cleaning the sink after I get done cleaning the kitchen. It's the most satisfying thing for me, and I feel like it makes the kitchen smell really nice when you have a nice clean sink, no funky smells. But now we're going to vacuum in here, and then it's going to be time to finally pull out my cedar mop and get some mopping done. I have been using my steam mop for the last few weeks, so I was like, you know what? Today I'm going to pull out my cedar mop. Not only do I love mopping with it, but also it makes the house smell so good when you get done mopping. Today I'm going to be using my Scentsy all-purpose concentrate. This is in the Johnny Appleseed scent. It smells so good. It's also an apple scent, which goes great with my Dawn Power Wash, and I have had this probably for about a year now. It has lasted me a really long time. A little bit really does go a long way. So if you guys love Scentsy products and you haven't tried their all-purpose spray or their concentrates, I definitely recommend it because you only need to add a little bit into like your reusable bottle, and then you fill up the rest with water, and it leaves your house smelling so good. So I find it to be really affordable and stretches for a long time versus like, buying the already pre-mixed sprays, because I feel like I go through those so fast. But when I buy the concentrates, it lasts forever. And no, I don't personally sell Scentsy, but if you guys want a good consultant, my sister does. So I can definitely get you her contact if you want to buy anything Scentsy. If y'all want a great way to get your steps in and get a workout, go ahead and mop your house. Because every time I get done, I'm like, whoo, I worked up a sweat. That is one thing where I get done and I'm like, man, my arms are working. I'm out of breath, but it feels really good at the same time. Of course, as soon as I got done mopping, Ethan was ready to ride his bike all over my nice clean floors. They didn't even fully dry yet. He was like, Mom, look how clean my wheels are. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Kids, they're too funny. But I went ahead and went into the bathroom to dump out all my dirty water. And when I was in there, I was like, you know what? I need to change this light bulb and just give the bathroom a really quick wipe down. It was a little dirty, not too bad. So I am using my Jaws cleaner in the bathroom. I still love my Jaws products. I tried out, I think, pretty much all of the ones that they offer. I got like the big caddy set, and I love all of them. They work great. They have a very nice subtle scent. So if you don't like really strong cleaners, this is definitely the product for you. And you guys know I am, transitioning to more all natural products, just better for my skin, for all of us breathing it in. So Jaws is a great one to go with. Just thought I would share a bit of encouragement in case you might be struggling to get up and get motivated to get things done, or maybe you're having a really tough day and you're just feeling down about whatever might be going on. I just want to be a place where you can come and feel uplifted and inspired. And I just want you to know that if today is a hard day and you can only get one thing done off of your to-do list, don't beat yourself up. Your speed doesn't matter as long as you're moving forward, you're making progress, and we are allowed to have rough days, to have downtime, to focus on ourselves. If we are feeling empty, then we cannot fill anyone else's cup until we fill our own. So take the time if you need it. If you just need to sit back and watch others clean, then do that. If you need to go take a bubble bath and do nothing, do that too. Do whatever is best for you in your mental state. because the mess will be there. It will wait for you, I promise. And there's always a new day. I feel like nowadays it's all about go, 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 do as much as you can, be as productive as possible. And, you'll sleep when you die. And as much as I love that go get 'em attitude, there's also a time for rest. There's seasons for everything. Just like the seasons of the year, there's a time for planting and growing, but there's also the season of rest and leaves falling. So embrace whatever season you might be in that day and give yourself some grace. I have been requested to make a video about what I do on my downtime or my not so productive days. And I really love this idea because I know you guys see me, doing all the productive things all the time. And that is not my everyday. I mean, of course, there's little spurts of things that I must get done, like cooking and, dishes and stuff like that. But the super big cleaning is not something that I do every day. So I would love to make that video for you guys. I have to come up with what I would even title that. I have no idea, but I do love the idea. So I want to get that video in the works for y'all. But just know that I too have those days where I do nothing. And everyone around me knows it. They know, okay, mom needs a rest day, and the house will be falling apart. It'll be a hot mess, but that's okay. We all have those days where we just aren't feeling it, and that's fine. So I'm here to remind you and inspire you that if you're feeling it, let's get up and let's get moving. But also, if you're not feeling it, don't force yourself. If you do 1 or 2 things off of your to-do list and that's it, that's also okay as well. As you guys saw, I bagged up the Halloween costumes. They were all over the house, and prepped the floor so I could shampoo it again. I really was trying to get that hard, crusty spot off of the rug, but also I just like to do a good shampooing every once in a while because I do have, like I said, I have 2 dogs. I also have a cat and then 4 children. So a lot of little feet and paws are all over this rug all of the time. So I like to give it a good deep cleaning every once in a while. After I get done shampooing this rug, we are going to be heading outside. Ethan was so excited because I told him when I cleaned my car out, he could ride his bike right in the front yard with me. So he was so excited the whole time. He's like, Mom, are you almost done? Mom, are you almost done? And I kept telling him, I'm like, we have to wait because it was pretty chilly this day. So I was like, let's wait until the middle of the day when it's a little bit warmer outside because I didn't want to freeze to death. And I know he would want to come inside if it was too cold. So by the time we went out there, it was feeling a bit warmer. So we were ready to clean the car and him have some fun outdoor time. But you guys know, I always keep it real on my channel. I'm not going to be embarrassed to show you guys what my house actually looks like because I feel true transparency and being real is so important. And I want you to feel you're not alone. And life in our house can sometimes get pretty messy. Next, we're going to tackle my car. I have been requested to do it, and it is definitely your common mom car. The kids actually spilt this huge jug of water right over here. This jug right here was spilt all at the bottom of my car, and we were on our way to school, so I literally just grabbed some towels, threw it on the floor to soak it up, and that was yesterday. So it's starting to smell a little bit, so we got to get that cleaned up. But y'all, look at the mess. So gross. We're gonna get this vacuumed up, wiped down, and looking a little bit better. For a while, I was doing so good at keeping my car clean. I actually bought a membership for a car wash, and I would go there almost every single day after I would leave the gym. But as you guys know, Ethan did not like the daycare. He would throw fits, and so eventually I just stopped going to the gym outside of the home because he just didn't like it. So I stopped going to the car wash, and now my car gets super messy because I just canceled my membership. I was like, man, I never go. It's not really worth me spending $40 a month when I barely would go like once a month. So I canceled my membership, and yeah, now my car looks like this majority of the time. So I'm really trying to make an effort to get in here and at least pull the trash out at, once a week. That's the goal. So if your car looks like this, you're not alone. Don't feel bad. But we got this. Go ahead, grab a grocery bag and go get the trash out of your car. You will feel so much better, you guys. I felt like a weight lifted. Now when I get in my car, I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels so good. My car feels brand new again. It is the best feeling. Having a clean car is so nice. I did actually stop at the gas station a couple days after I finished cleaning it, and I picked up a new air freshener for my car, and it just feels so good. I love having a clean car, but man, was it a job. Like, it really took a long time to get everything wiped down and cleaned up. Thankfully, I have these liners in the car. These are amazing. If you guys don't have liners, you're missing out. It makes cleanup so much faster. Before, when I would try to vacuum the carpet, I would vacuum a million times and I couldn't get everything out of the carpet, especially if you have animals that go in your car too. It's so hard to vacuum the hair out of carpet. These liners make it so fast. You can vacuum up all of the crumbs, and then you just use your regular old car spray. You spray down the liners, wipe them, and they look brand new after you wipe them down, which you guys will see. I'm going to wipe mine down here in just a moment after I get done vacuuming, but I love them. And the ones that I have, I just bought mine off of Amazon. You can type in like your car, make and model, and you can find fairly affordable liners. It is an investment, but y'all, I think it is well worth the investment because it makes cleanup a whole lot faster than before. And while I was getting ready to like spray down my liners and get everything wiped out and cleaned, I realized that I ran out of my spray that's for like the console and stuff like that. I can't remember what it's called, but I ran out of it. So all I had left was my leather cleaner. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use my leather cleaner because I really wanted to get this fully cleaned up, and it worked great. Like, I cleaned everything with the leather cleaner. Everything was so shiny and clean, but y'all, it was slippery. Like, after I picked the kids up from school, Austin like climbed in and he straight slipped on it and fell, and he was like, oh my gosh, it's so slippery. So it works really good at getting it clean, but it was a bit slippery afterwards.
Sour taste will wash away it feels, babe. Won't you love me the old kind of new way? Love me like yesterday. I'm sure messed up, not once or twice, but every time you thought that we did alright. But I thought it through, and I'm missing you, and I promise I'm
Then for cleaning the glass in the car, I'm using my Jaws glass cleaner again, and I knew that I needed to clean my windshield because I have been noticing for quite some time there was a thick film of grime on my windshield every time the sun was like rising or setting. When it's like shining really bright through the windshield, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so blurry. I could not even see. And that's because I had so much buildup on my windshield. So it was very much needed for me to thoroughly clean my car.
wouldn't hold it against you if you say that you don't want to get close to me, close to what we used to be. But I just feel like dancing.
But oh my gosh, you guys, look at these liners. Like, they look brand new. They look like I just put them in my car. I am so happy with how everything ended up turning out. It was so worth the effort to get in here and wipe everything down. I still need to go through a car wash or pressure wash my car, one or the other, because the outside is still dirty, but the inside is looking fresh and clean.
Oh, baby. Won't you love me? Won't you love me? Won't you love me? Love me like yesterday. Don't you feel it? How it feels, babe. Won't you love me the old kind of new way? Old kind of new. Tell me you're feeling it too, babe. And love me like yesterday. Old kind of new. Tell me you're feeling it too. And love me like yesterday. Wouldn't hold it against you if you say that you don't wanna get close to me, close to what we used to be. But I just feel like dancing. Are you feeling the groove? Oh, baby, won't you love me? Won't you love me? Won't you love me? Love me like yesterday. Don't you feel it? How it feels, babe. Won't you love me the old kind of new way? Old kind of new. Tell me you're feeling it too, babe. And love me like yesterday. Old kind of new. Tell me you're feeling it too. And love me like yesterday. Love me like yesterday. Yesterday. Will you
That is all the trash that came out of my car. But oh my gosh, you guys, it looks so much better. It's dust free, and the back has no crumbs, no clothes, no shoes. Feels amazing.
But that's going to do it for today's video. If y'all enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. I'd love to have you here. I upload 1 to 2 videos every single week. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.